What if Hinata was born an Uchiha and Sasuke was born a Hyuga?
Chapter 17. Pain attack the leaf. Returning back the leaf and inform Tsunade they have claimed Itachi's body but then his eyes are gone. But they have failed to find and bringing Hinata back home due to which she have claimed to avenge her clan but where she gone off to? They would never know. Suddenly Fukusaku appear and had bad news that Jiraiya was killed by Pain. Leader of the Akatsuki at the Rain Village, Naruto was shocked to hear and he was upset that his mentor and godfather, Jiraiya, a.k.a. Pervy Sage, has died. Naruto lashes out and could not bear the pain what he is hearing. He is suffering and sad to hearing the news of Jiraiya has died. Naruto left the office. Sasuke and Sakura are going after him but Tsunade stops them and let him be and take some time alone for now. Fukusaku tried to delivering a warning and a message about upon his death. He have left a cryptic number and information on his back and then the body of the animal path to examine. They all could not identify what the numbers are said. Meanwhile Naruto mourns and cries that Jiraiya have died. He was about to order ramen but he felt is not hungry. He instead buying instant ramen at the store. He went back home, pour hot water on the cup. Waited. Until he feels he is not hungry at all. He have wasted a spoiled food, until it's no longer hot. Naruto walk around during the night while wearing nothing but his orange pants and shirt. He sat a bench, trying to clear out his mind. Then a moment later, Sasuke, Sakura and Akamaru walk back home to their home and then they spotted Naruto at a bench at night time. They both talk and conforing him and settled down. They all talk and explains why Jiraiya is important to Naruto. Naruto told that he made him to become strong and trying to learn and mastered his tailed beast so that he could make him stronger and better control of his beast within. Jiraiya is a very kind and funny man. That is why Naruto is proud of finding him and he is like family to him that he never had. Jiraiya told that he taught how to resist genjutsu, and of course, the stories about his father who is in fact, the fourth Hokage. The four of them enjoy talking to each other. They all enjoy themselves at a bench to cherish their moments. Meanwhile Kakashi is watching, seeing Team 7 enjoying their company to comfort Naruto and letting go his pain. Slowly letting go his grieving and sorrow. Kakashi would have thought if Iruka would have picked Sakura instead of Hinata from the start. But this is how it is. The next day, Tsunade asked Fukusaku to take Naruto on a training at Mount Myoboku to learn Sage Mode. Tsunade asks he must keep Naruto away from the village so that Naruto would be safe. Fukusaku agrees. So Naruto is off to learn Sage Mode at Mount Myoboku. Naruto promised that he would come back and find the way to stop pain from ever harm him. He then reverse summon themselves to Mount Myoboku to start training and keeping him away from the Akatsuki. The training at Mount Myoboku plays out exactly the same like the original. Meanwhile at the Rain Village. Pain has settled to strike out against the Leaf Village and they have ready to adding a new replacement of the animal path. They have claimed the body of Ajisai, who she was killed during a mission, and made her a new animal path. Ajisai is one of the participants of the Chunin exams retakes 1 year ago, whom she had the abilities of summoning jutsu. Pain and Konan are ready to head out to attack the Leaf Village by force. Back at the Leaf. Sasuke have informed Tsunade about Deidara's detailed information about the tailed beast and why the Akatsuki wanted to be captured. Sasuke mentions the reason why they are capturing tailed beasts is that they are planned to absorbing and use their chakra, then their abilities to awake some sort of weapon of mass destruction that could use to take over the world or destroyed all villages. From what Deidara said to Sasuke, if it's true, they must inform all units and be ready to prepare that the Akatsuki are a true threat. And Tsunade must informed and send all messages to the daimyo other village leaders a 5 other Kage that they must informed and update to discuss the situation and must talk at the Land of Iron for a meet up and negotiate or cooperate to the other Kage about the Akatsuki and missing Jinchuriki of all tailed beasts whom they have captured and then left a dead body of a fallen comrades. The Akatsuki have killed many of the other shinobi who carried their beasts within and then taken their beasts away from its hosts and died. Meanwhile at the Hyuga clan. Hiyashi discusses about the Akatsuki are a threat and they must informed and going on a mission to head to the other nations to have a meet-up immediately to discusses about the Akatsuki. The Hyugas are prepared for battle. Sasuke told his father, Hiyashi, that he must take care of Hanabi's safety. Hiyashi nod and agree, so they all head out of the village. Sasuke told that he would stay in the village to help out the others. Might Guy, Neji and few other squads are heading out to the sand village for an urgent message to inform that the Akatsuki are planning to using tailed beasts that could use them and create some sort of mysterious weapon. Rock Lee and Tenten decides to stay to protect the village. Sakura and Kurenai are enjoying bonding while Kurenai is craving for some good food since she is still pregnant. They enjoy each other like they are teacher and student again since Kurenai was temporarily retired from being a kunoichi. Sakura asks, why did she quit? Why did you letting me go and decides to be on Team 7? Kurenai replied, because I did not want her own former student to be left out, I don't you to be in grave danger nor don't want you to give up your dreams. After Shino and Kiba died, I can't lose you. Kurenai was sad that two of her other students were killed during the retrieval mission 3 years ago, and Sakura understood her. Sakura didn't wanna be left out or forced to giving up her dreams as a kunoichi. The reasons why Kurenai decides to quit is that she made her choice. She wanted to start a family with Asuma. She was going to have Asuma's child, and she wanted to carrying the legacy of being a shinobi. Kurenai told her that she asked Tsunade and Kakashi to let Sakura to joining Team 7 alongside Hanabi. Akamaru would also be a part of it too since Kiba is no longer alive. Akamaru wanted to be a ninkin to defend and protect its owner. But Kiba sacrificed himself to save Akamaru's life. Akamaru made his choice to go with Sakura as her pet and ninkin and guardian. This is Akamaru's nindo way to made a choice and wanted to become stronger. Ever since Sasuke becomes a Jonin, he work his rear up to make him stronger. Ever since he was being disowned and rejected by his father to made him his next heir for the main branch and then, he is incapable to fit in. So Hiyashi Hyuga is not picking Sasuke as his heir. Instead, Neji will be the candidate to be the next heir as leader of the Hyuga clan, instead of Sasuke, and now he is taking the charge as the new leader of Team 7 and Kakashi would slowly decides to resign as the leader of Team 7 and Sasuke would take over as the new leader. Although Kakashi is not going anywhere, he would still stay. Only just temporarily. Kakashi is like family to both Naruto, Hinata and Sasuke. Sasuke was treated like a brother to both Hinata and Naruto. Sasuke is very pacifistic and proud of who he is. Sakura is very proud of being in another team. Suddenly Akamaru approaches, comforting Kurenai and Kurenai patted him. Kurenai cuddled Akamaru to hear the baby. Sakura told Kurenai that she promised once the baby is born, Kurenai would train Sakura again. Sakura would love that, and she is looking forward to train with Kurenai again. Sakura would also promise that once the baby is born, she would train her child like Sakura herself. Same thing happened to Sasuke where he asked Asuma that if their child was born, they would mentoring the child soon. Mirai. Kurenai would promise Sakura that if she willing learn more a few other genjutsu once the baby was born. Suddenly an explosion came out of nowhere, it blown up a few dozen buildings. Everyone panicked and they all run. Sasuke announced all citizens of the Leaf. They must go to the nearest gate for an evacuation. Sakura told Akamaru to take Kurenai safer place. Akamaru barks and nod. So Kurenai rides on Akamaru, takes her to a safer place and leave the village avoid any harm. Sasuke calling all units about an upcoming attack to the Leaf, and 5th Hokage Tsunade orders all shinobi to defend the village and take everyone to an evacuation center for their safety. Meanwhile Asuma was running, looking for Konohamaru and Kurenai, then he met up with Sakura and told her where was his wife and nephew. Sakura replies, Kurenai is safe. She is out of the village, heading to an evacuation center, but she hasn't seen Konohamaru. Asuma gladly nod but they have to find him. Suddenly Konohamaru arrived and he is safe. A pop of smoke appeared and the 6 paths of pain are here in the village. Then a new animal path summons a centipede. The Ashura path uses a chakra missiles to blow up all building. That one was the cause of the explosion. Everyone fight off and somehow they are too strong to fight back. The Preta path locked their limbs to trap anyone and absorbed their life force and their chakra. The Preta path kept absorbing many Jonin ninjas' chakra to slow them down. Suddenly Sasuke saves one Jonin. Then he activates his Byakugan and form his sword in a chakra blade to attack and save some shinobi comrades. Sasuke then orders his Hyuga Chunin to help him out. The Naraka path have attack and grip some of the Hyuga Chunin and interrogate using the King of Hell to punish them, and Naraka path forced to stick out their tongue. Sasuke saves them and free from its grasp. They then fight the Naraka path, but the Naraka path is too strong. He then choked Sasuke and forced to stick his tongue out. He then interrogate where the Nine Tails was. Suddenly Konohamaru uses Rasengan to kill the Naraka path, though it knocks out, and then Kono saves Sasuke from cutting his tongue off or forcefully pulling it out. Sakura, Ino, Tenten and Rock Lee are fighting other pains including Konan. Then Shikamaru, Choji and Asuma are fighting the human path and animal path. They fought hard to defend the village and its people. This results the death of Asuma, Konohamaru shocked to see his uncle's soul being taken by the human path. Konohamaru then uses shadow clones to attack the human path and avenge Asuma. Just then the animal path shows up, defend the human path. She grabbed Konohamaru by the collar and throws away. Then Kakashi arrived to save Konohamaru. Choji, Sasuke and Shikamaru are fighting the animal and human path. Just then the Diva path is heading to the Hokage's office to kill the 5th Hokage. Kakashi, Sakura and Sasuke went after him but they stopped by Konan. Kakashi then went after Diva. Sasuke and Sakura fights Konan. Diva arrives and he is about to attack Tsunade. Shizune and the Anbu defend her but Diva stabbed most of them. This results the death of Shizune stabbed with a chakra rod. He then about to kill Tsunade but suddenly Kakashi arrives just in time to save Tsunade. The two clashed. Just then the Ashura path arrived to help and revealing its transformation. This also results the death of Kakashi. Just then Might Guy and Neji arrived, came back from the sand village to reinforcing their help. Neji used 8 trigram 128 palms on the Ashura path and destroys it. But the Diva fled. Every shinobi including Guy and Tsunade are after him. Neji tried to help Kakashi. Sasuke and Sakura arrived and they tried to heal him. Sadly, they are too late to save Kakashi. Sasuke tells Sakura to stay with him. They both mourn of their sensei's death. Sasuke snaps and he goes off and wants to avenge his mentor. Preta path found the original animal path that was taken and delivered to the leaf and he collect many chakra rods. Meanwhile many shinobi who fought hard to defend anyone and protecting the village have died. The human path took many souls, resulting their deaths. He then saw Sasuke runs after the Diva path. Then human path follows Sasuke. Diva trying to cooperate and negotiate the Hokage. Where was the Nine Tails? She refuses to tell him where Naruto was. Just then Sasuke tried to slice the Diva path. They both fight. Sasuke then activates his Byakugan and then withdraw his sword and use the strength of 100 seal to increasing his strength and fight Diva in hand-to-hand taijutsu. Sasuke strikes Diva so many times. He then utilizing Twin Lion Step Jutsu to strike Diva. Their fight was intense. Sasuke tried striking him down. Then he finished off the Diva, seemingly dead. Suddenly Sasuke overused of his chakra and become frail and weak and turned his body into an elderly wrinkly old man after using the strength of 100 seal. Sasuke sits down for a bit. Suddenly the human path appeared and holds Sasuke's head and that shocks both Tsunade and Guy witness what had happened. This results the death of Sasuke. The human path had the information he need and they found out that Naruto was at Mount Myoboku. They all fled. The Naraka path survived and then he summons the King of Hell and pick up all the other paths to resurrect all of them to fix it and get back on full health. Later they all revived. Then the Diva path flies up above and uses a large-scale Shinra Tensei to destroy the Leaf Village. Many citizens in the village were safe since many of them are now out of the village and refuge to a secret hidden evacuation center. Though almost half of the Leaf villagers never made it. Diva uses almighty push to wipe out. The village has been destroyed. Many shinobi and Anbu whom they have fought to protect the village are perished. Though some are alive and survived from Pain's almighty push, but barely wounded and injured. Then suddenly a pop of smoke appears. It then reveals that Naruto returns after his train in Mount Myoboku. He then discovers the village is now destroyed. Naruto was devastatingly shocked to see what had happened. A few other giant toads would join the battle since they would reverse summoning themselves to head to the Leaf Village much faster. Naruto have successfully learned Sage Mode at Mount Myoboku. Naruto then sees pain in his other paths. Naruto is angry what he have witnessed that the village was destroyed. Suddenly Tsunade appears and tells Naruto to stay back, but suddenly she has no strength of 100 seal and she then turned frail and her youthful appearance turned her into an old lady. The same thing with Sasuke. Then she tells that most of the other shinobis and villagers are fine but some did not make it, including Sasuke. Naruto was shocked to hear from her. Naruto starts to get angry and want revenge. They then start the battle. The Ashura tried to charge forward to kill Tsunade but Naruto defend her, instantly destroys the Ashura path, then Naruto fight off all the pains. Most of the fight plays out exactly the same like in the original, that is until he was being pinned down and stabbed by a chakra rods. However in the original, Hinata was supposed to be in the battle against Pain to help out Naruto. But not in this story, she is not going to help since she have captured Killer Bee around the same time. So what happens next? Would Naruto survive without Hinata's help? What if I told you that there is some that could help out Naruto to fight against Pain? Neji is instead helping Naruto to fight off against Pain. Neji wanted to kill Pain to avenge his cousin, Sasuke, whom he died absorbing his mind and soul. Sakura also arrived to help him out as well. Then Ino joins in along with Tenten, Lee, Might Guy, Shikamaru, Choji, and Konohamaru to help out Naruto. They all fight very hard to protect Naruto and for the sake of the village. Tsunade joins in to fight Pain but she is in her weakest states. Sakura tells her to rest and stay back for a bit. They then fight. Neji, Lee help out Naruto to remove all the rods. Sakura trying to defend and attack Pain. Sadly it's not enough. They all got weak and exhausted. Then Pain used Almighty Push to push back. Everyone passes out. Naruto gets up and he realized what had happened. He then got his Ninetales chakra come out and enters into his version 1 cloak to fight off, then later went into his version 2. Elsewhere after Hinata and Team Taka captures the 8 tails. Suddenly a piece of tentacle comes out of the water and then it appears to be Killer Bee. Team Taka must have caught one of his tentacle as a decoy to think that he is dead. Suddenly Hiyashi and the Hyuga Leaf ninjas calls out the Raikage for an emergency situation. Hiyashi and other Leaf squads including Hanabi are trying to negotiating and begs the Cloud Village for an urgent message and they begged for a cooperate and put their difference aside and wants to tell that the Akatsuki are a true threat. Hiyashi informed they must discuss all Kage to the Land of Iron for a Kage summit and cooperation. The 4th Raikage is still needed time for the deliberation. He looked at Hiyashi and his daughter menacingly. Hanabi is scared of him. He is very intimidating. Suddenly Killer Bee arrived to the scene and he informed his brother that the Akatsuki, or Team Taka, tried to kill him. He was on a battle with his comrades. A stands up and he had no other choice but to agree to cooperate. A and his troops must prepare and booked to heading out to the Land of Iron for a Kage summit. Back at Leaf, Naruto in his version 2 cloak fought against Pain. The two have been clash for hours. Pain even said that once Naruto is down he would strip his tailed beast and feed it to the ghetto statue. The ghetto statue was actually the only way to bring peace to the world. The ghetto statue was ultimate weapon that Pain was talking about and claims it would bring peace to the world and there will be no war again. He stated the ghetto statue is a giant statue of a creature that could absorb all tailed beasts to awaken the 10 tails and to show everyone the true meaning of Pain. Then Pain uses Chibaku Tensei to trap Naruto, but Naruto is forced to escape from the confines and he is now in his nearly completed tailed beast form. In his self-conscious, Naruto is suffering and desperate to decide whether he could pull out the seal and release the 9 tails and take over his body. But suddenly Naruto's father Minato stops him and tells that he must not release Kurama out of its cage. Minato convinced he must stop Pain before everyone would die. They both talk. Naruto glad he met his father in his self-conscious. Minato then resealed the beast and gave a few portion of his chakra to Naruto to gain his strength and ready to stop Pain. Back in the real world. The tailed beast still roars. Suddenly it disappeared, and Naruto regained his senses. He then attacked Pain one last time, and then, he finally killed the last remaining paths of Pain. He took one of his chakra rods and sensing the real Pain and where it's located. It was located at the forest where there was giant tree, what appeared to be made of paper to camouflage. Naruto goes off and meeting him there. He then saw what Naruto witnessed Nagato. He looking frail and his skin looks like he has bones. Naruto and Nagato talk no jutsu at each other and explains what had happened to him. He then said the world did this to him. He was actually a peacemaking shinobi that could bring peace to the world. His family were killed during the Second Shinobi War and then he participating in the Third World and he tells about the former leader of the Rain village named Hanzo the Salamander. He have been attacked and caused the death of his best friend named Yahiko, whom he is the diva path that he controlled him. Then how he end up having too much chakra rods all over on his back after he killed many of Hanzo's Rain shinobi during the Third War and that how the Akatsuki was made to become a peacemaking group turned terrorist shinobi group. They had hunt down and putting bounties on other world leaders around the ninja world. And he uses a mechanical walk to walk. Nagato have killed so many people especially killing Hanzo the Salamander by using Yahiko, aka Thr Diva Path as for revenge. But Naruto said it's wrong. This is not the ninja way. This was not what Jiraiya would wanted. Their conversations plays out the same. Then Nagato realized what he has done. He realized the error of his way. He realized something what he truly did to those innocent people whom they perceived for his wrongdoing. This is not what Jiraiya would have wanted. This is not the true meaning of peace. The life and tragedy made him drove him into madness and insanity. He have used most of his innocent dead people as his puppets to control them as his six paths. Nagato have made a mistake. Nagato understood what Naruto said is true. Naruto did understood Nagato's pain and his suffering, about his life, his family and friends. Nagato understands Naruto, what it means something. Naruto told Nagato that this cycle hatred and revenge must end. Nagato must do what have done. He then decided to uses the technique called Samsara of Heavenly Light Jutsu, a forbidden jutsu. If a Rinnegan user uses it to revive all who have perished, the Rinnegan user would die itself by using such jutsu and Konan was afraid to lose him but Nagato made up his mind. Nagato summoned the king of hell to spit out the all life force and souls that were being taken. Nagato revived all who have died. That includes Kakashi, Asuma, and Sasuke and the rest of the team. Sadly for Nagato, this result his untimely death, in the process of using such jutsu that revived all whom they have killed and give up his own life by reviving them. Konan give a paper flower as an offer and give respect to Jiraiya. Naruto went to his grave and he is proud for stopping pain and saved everyone's life. Naruto then meet up with Kakashi and Sasuke and carrying Naruto. Naruto glad to see his sensei and brother in arms are alive and well. The people from the Leaf cheered for Naruto's bravery and heroic for saving everyone who did not cared and hated him. Now they worship him as a hero. Everyone now realized he is no monster that they know him. He is Naruto Uzumaki, Leaf Village's hero. Just then, Zetsu have heard the news that Pain was defeated by Naruto at the Leaf. By now they are busy absorbing the eight tails and strip his beast away from B but suddenly what appears to be a piece of tentacle that B tricked them to think they caught him and used it as a decoy. The ghetto statue was not enough to absorb the eight tails since it's a one piece of tentacle. Just then the ghetto statue disappeared since Nagato was down and Obito could not able to summon it without a Rinnegan. He is unable to summon the ghetto statue without the Rinnegan. Obito plans to take the Rinnegan and must find the way to continue to awake the Eye of the Moon. Then Zetsu tells Obito that he heard that all Leaf Shinobi have sending messages to all great nations and plan a Kage summit at the Land of Iron. Obito is planned to go there with the help of Hinata to invade the Land of Iron to breaking and entering and then plans to attack all 5 Kage. Then he would plan to start the 4th Shinobi War. Chapter 18. Danzo Shimura is on a run. Weeks went by. Everyone are rebuilding the village and fixing all houses. Most of the Hyuga clan including Hiashi and Hanabi arrived. Sasuke hugged them that Sasuke is alright. Hiashi was very worried why he and Hanabi left without knowing the village have wiped out. Though they are rebuilding and the elder Hyuga is completely covered in bandages and he is recovered from Pain's massive almighty push. The elder Hyuga thanked Naruto for saving not just him but everyone in the Leaf Village. Hiashi gladly nod and understanding. Naruto is walking around the village. He helped a lot of people in rebuilding all the houses and other types building. Tazuna and Inari arrived the Leaf Village and brought many builders to help rebuilding the Leaf Village. Just then Hiyashi discusses an update to Tsunade about the Cloud Village where attack by the Akatsuki and almost kidnapped the Eight Tails, and yes, Tsunade did not go comatose. They then took one of his tentacles which has half of its chakra. One of the Cloud Shinobi whom they witness, a girl who has a crest that has shape of a fan, assumes it's an Uchiha. Naruto shocked to hear and he replied, Hinata. Naruto was confused why as Hinata joins the Akatsuki, she did in fact kill Itachi and completed her goal of revenge. They all went silent and had no clue what to say, they did not know what to do. Just then, an Anbu have arrived and brought and discovers the classified case files of the Uchiha clan's massacre. Tsunade currently explains everything, she then presented the classified case of the death of the Uchiha clan. She then open up the files and share it to anyone so they would understood what's happening. Tsunade, Kakashi, Sasuke, Sakura, Neji, Yamato including Naruto and Hanabi have read it. Neji replied, that's awful. How could this be? Tsunade thought about it. But it's to protect the village, wasn't it? I mean, I was not Hokage at that time. I was left the village before I came back and became Hokage after Sarutobi sensei passed away, fighting with Orochimaru. Sasuke was shocked and replied, no, something doesn't seem right. I refuse to believe that there's no other way. Kakashi replied, easy, Sasuke. Don't be hesitant, calm down. Sasuke replied and nod, you're right, sensei, I am a bit high-strung and shocked what I have read. Kakashi could not say he did not understand. He too was high-strung. Kakashi said to him, it's fine, just remember, your emotions can be your strength. But only so long as you must control it, and not vice versa. Tsunade asked the Anbu of any reports, anything else. The Anbu replied, we were evacuate many civilians towards to the evacuation center, but one of my squad's witnesses Danzo Shimura have detour and did not went to the evacuation center. He and his other Anbu squads known as Root were escaped, during the time when pain attacks the village and everyone are leaving through the gates for an evacuation. Danzo was one of them, hiding in the shadows so he would not know where is he. Tsunade replies, where is Danzo? The Anbu, he went rogue. Along with his Anbu route. He then kill many other Anbu and shinobi squads to take Danzo, then he escapes. He then drop and left his classified detail information that he carries when he tried to escape. Danzo and his other members of Root are on a run. Somehow one of my members took it and tells me send it to Lady Fifth about the files Danzo carries. Hanabi replied, were there any more info left there? The Anbu replied, that's all of it. Sakura said, was there any attempt to put it down peacefully? Yamato looked at the file. There are no records of any previous attempts to do this, but it's strange is that the case files claims that it was supposed to be the Anbu who put down the uprising. The Uchiha however were rumored to start a coup d'etat against the Leaf. Then Itachi tried to stop it but Itachi would never wanted to be there. These timelines do not make any senses here, there was not supposed to be a massacre. It was supposed to be a suppression of insurrection that would stop as soon the Uchiha's abilities to resist was very neutralized. Neji replied, sounds like something in the plan went horribly wrong. Tsunade stands up and look at the statues of her grandfather Hashirama, granduncle Tobirama and then Hiruzen, something about this feels wrong. How could Danzo do this then? Tsunade replied in anger. Then she replied another comment, how could this happen after I left? How dare did Danzo hiding from us and how dare he do something wrong the Leaf's plan and their action during that night while I was gone and Hiruzen was there, doing his Hokage duty and why did he not do anything? This doesn't make any sense. You mean to tell that Itachi wasn't supposed to be in the squad? Let alone the one to destroy everything he loved. Including his parents and then ruining Hinata's life and leaving an innocent little girl abandoned with no home to live and had a broken heart to make her a bad person who is obsessed of hating her own brother is her goal to avenge her clan. Sasuke asked, perhaps it was cover up. Sakura shook and replied, I don't think so. I have a feeling it was a conspiracy. Danzo, all but confirmed that Itachi was working under Anbu's orders but did not receive such orders from Leaf's leadership, not from Lord Sarutobi. Naruto replied, so, you were saying that it's all Danzo's fault. Sasuke replied, as a matter in fact. It is, Kakashi commented. I may have theory that Danzo must have ordered Itachi to help the other members and killed off his clan, then Itachi refuses and he would not wanted to kill his beloved home and his sister. Itachi has no orders or loyalty to Danzo. Danzo tried to putting the blame on Itachi and he have blackmailing if he ever tells the truth to the world. Danzo may have blackmailing him but threatened to kill Hinata in the first place, if he doesn't what he told him to. That's why Itachi was he exiled himself and trying to silencing himself. Then he joins the Akatsuki to infiltrate as a double agent under 3rd Hokage's orders. That's why Danzo runs away, leaving the village during pain attacking the village. He knew the fact that he screwed up and someone have know his secret. Seems to me that his covers has now blown and trying to escape it and with the help of his other Anbu who are members of Root. He have knew his suspensions have been blown when he did not follow any directions to evacuating the people in the Leaf Village, and just go on a detour, carrying his files in his hands. That's why he tries to get out of the village along with the members of Root, Yamato replied. It appears that the paper trail did not connect very well, but it's unknown after the day the Uchiha clan have perished. After the incident, members of Root was shut down. I don't know for certain and I am pretty sure this is a genocide for human rights violation. Everybody have overwhelmed and realized what they have discovered the truth of the Uchiha clan's downfall and why the Leaf turn against the clan even they have founded the clan alongside the Senju. Who would have knew that Danzo was the one who ordered Itachi to kill off the Uchihas? Tsunade looked back at the moment. Then she commented, it is at least here in the Leaf, the total eradication of the Uchiha clan would not sit well with the rest. No doubt they attempted to putting the blame on an innocent shinobi who had no choice but to followed orders to cover it up with Itachi. Danzo had ordered Itachi to kill off many innocent children, parents and civilians who are not a threat in the clan. Then members of Root trying to kill them then filing a false complaint to putting the blame on Itachi. About the Uchiha clan's downfall, Hanabi replied, so then what do we do now? Danzo and his squads are on the run. Hinata is planning to kill him. After she killed Itachi, she then realized the whole truth from Itachi. Now, she is going after Danzo. Then Akamaru barks. Tsunade replied, I do not know. If we tell the people about what had happened with the Uchiha, we could have a revolt on our hands. Many other clans such as Yamanaka, Nara, Akamichi, Inazuka, Aburame, then Hyuga clans would lose faith on us and we would be left wide open. Naruto thought and replied, so, if Hinata is gonna plan to destroy the Leaf, what are we do about it? Sasuke interjected, it might be possible that she trying to killed off Danzo and other two elder whom they were enabling Danzo's doing. Not so sure why she is doing but I am pretty sure, she wants to kill 3 of the elders, because she wanted to target the ones who she thinks they are corrupted. All eyes looked at Sasuke. He stroked his chin and if his question was either right or wrong to answer. Each they are waiting on his words to give hope. Sasuke said and continue, Hinata may trying to destroy the Leaf. Her dream was as to restore her clan and destroy a certain someone she wants to avenge her clan, and Itachi. She may be a cold-blooded kunoichi with a heart broken, because her happiness had forgotten, since her ambition and tendency have consumed her, because of the curse of hatred. She also may be on a run too, she is becoming an international terrorist like the Akatsuki. For all we know that, Danzo must have set and framed Itachi up and spread rumors to the Leaf about what had happened and making up these stories by Danzo and his squad. He blackmail Itachi if he doesn't want what he told him to. And Danzo to threaten harm Hinata. That's why Danzo manages to plan his escape to get away from it. Danzo wanted to simply silencing Itachi but the truth have already been told to his sister since she has also heard the truth from him before he dies. Hinata is the remaining Uchiha left to speak with Itachi, maybe she discovered it on her own. That's why Danzo could not take risk of any loose ends. I would highly assume the suspect that Danzo just knows that Hinata is hunting him. People have now finally discovered the truth of what had happened. Naruto replied, what are we gonna do, if we let Hinata kill Danzo? Everyone would think of her as a murderer. She would now become a high-class rogue kunoichi. Everyone from different villages would hunt her down. We cannot let her kill Danzo. If she killed Danzo, she is now a wanted criminal. There is no way to saving her. Neji replied, either we could get her back to Leaf, and we could turn herself in. What choice do we have? Hinata is long gone by now. She would not listen. Naruto replied, "No, I know her. I tried to be her friend. I tried convince her to be a better person than I know she did, saved my life from drowning at the Valley of the End. I know she had good in her. She also cared not just the village. But, me." Everyone look at Naruto, and then Naruto continued talking. "She remembered my advice for her that you cannot turn against your teammate or rely on having a grudge on someone just to avenge something that would bring someone you loved. Killing someone in revenge is like a poison. It would consume you. You must be more humble, care, and cooperate with your teammates and friends. It's very important to remind yourself and what's on your hearts." She also had regrets for what she did to me. She was crying because I saw her while I was seemingly felt unconscious. Then she told me to say goodbye and she kissed me while I was seemingly unconscious and touch each other's heads like we were connected, and she says, "I love you." She truly loves me and had feeling for me the whole time. She may have regrets to ignore and broken my advice for her, but I know she has good in her. The last time I heard from her and fled, then I was slowly began to pass out. Trust me, she been through a lot. I blame Danzo for ruining her life. We should just find her and Danzo. We'll take her back to the Leaf and we'll arrest Danzo for his crimes. Naruto determined he would find the way to get Danzo. Naruto knew that Hinata still has good in her. Even she tried to murder her brother by mistake and discovers the truth, then joins the Akatsuki to capturing Tailed Beast to creating a weapon that could end everyone. For now she is on a run, she have become a monster. Naruto is mad when he knows every details that Danzo has done to the Uchiha, and Naruto blames Danzo for threatened to harm Hinata in anger. Sasuke replied, "At ease. Brother. Don't let yourself enraged. We'll find the way to bring Hinata back and we'll get Danzo back too and arrest him for treason, and he will facing his crimes and so is the other elders as well." Naruto replied, "Thank you, bro. I always looked up to you. I'll trust you no matter what." Sakura replied, "Hinata's personality for years had hold a vendetta against her older brother. If her brother was a victim and Hinata knew that, then Danzo and the rest who are involved should face judgment for their crimes that they committed, and those who are following their misdirection order is a sign of corruption." Hanabi replied, "What are we gonna do? Danzo and his squads are on the run and they are planned to hunt and get rid of Hinata." Akamaru barks. Tsunade thought on this. "I must inform all Anbu spies and other Leaf units to track down Danzo Shimura and his elite Anbu squad of route. Then be on a lookout on finding Hinata Uchiha. We should negotiate with her first. So, that way, no one else, outside of the villages would not find out and would never know that if we keep Hinata, I would force the two of the council elders to step down their roles and force for their retirement. Then once my time as Hokage is done, and move up to be in village council of elder, I would pass the Hokage mantle to Kakashi later or so. But for now, let's just focus what we started. First off, I must attend to the Land of Iron and meet up with other the Kage for a summit." And so, they often start to finding Hinata and the remaining Akatsuki. The 5 Kage summit would still happen like in canon. With Tsunade isn't going to comatose, Naruto and Team 7 are starting to search for Hinata. The rest of squads consist of Neji and the Anbu, and other Jonin squads are ordered to find Danzo and arrest him. Elsewhere, Danzo and his squad route are heading to the Land of Iron where all the Kage are being held. Then an Anbu ninja tells Danzo that Hinata was going the Land of Iron as well. So Danzo ordered his Anbu squads to eliminate the last remaining Uchiha. He then uses Koto Amatsu Kami to cast a genjutsu to ordering route to kill Hinata Uchiha.
Stay tuned for more what if stories.